What's up guys, my name's TB and this video has been a long time coming. I'm sorry, it was supposed to come out earlier in the summer. Now the summer's almost over. But I'm here to talk about, my anime that I've been watching for this summer, for this season, 2018. There's 5 shows that I've been keeping my eye out for and a couple of honorable mentions that are been ongoing that you might already know which some of them are. Just a little bit of a synopsis of what each show is and if I've been liking it or not. So first off is Island. So basically in Island, there's this guy who shows up out of nowhere on this beach. He's naked, he's got no clothes, his name is Setsuna. He meets these 3 girls, Rine, Karen, and Sarah, and they're pretty interesting. Rine is this girl who has this disease, or she says she has this disease, where she can't touch the sunlight, she can't let the light touch her, so she really does everything that she needs to do at night, where the sun cannot hurt her. Karen is pretty much this tsundere girl. I don't know if you guys know how I feel about tsunderes, but I really like her character that much. Maybe I'll do a separate video. I'll definitely do a separate video about why I don't like tsunderes, but anyway. And the third girl is Sarah. I freaking love the character design for this girl. Her hair is so cute. I like it. Apparently there is some sort of myth or legend about this island, including these 4 characters, our main protagonists, and then the 3 girls. Something about how they interact with each other depending on the fate of the island and the people there. And it doesn't have too many episodes yet. It's still ongoing, of course, because the summer's not over yet. It's interesting because he comes to this island not having any memories. The only memory he has is of him having to kill someone to protect someone else, and he thinks that's Rine, and he thinks that he's Setsuna. Even Rine also thinks that he's Setsuna and that she's Rine. They're thoroughly convinced that this is the case. And it just reminds me of older anime, kind of like Clannad, Air, stuff like that. It's pretty good. I think I'll keep watching it. It's interesting enough anyway. Alright, so the second one was a treat for me. I was like, to be honest with you, I really like sports anime, but I don't see any around that particularly interests me. Not since Haikyuu, and this show is giving me such this giving me those Haikyuu vibe, man. When he sets himself up for that spike, it's Hanebado. Hanebado is a show that is very much like Haikyuu, very high, impact, a lot of intensity, a lot of energy all the time. But it's a little bit dramatic. It's more dramatic than Haikyuu. So the 2 main characters are this girl named Magisa and the girl named Ayano. In the first episode, I believe they're going off against each other, and the show's about badminton. I can't believe I forgot to mention that straight off right away. The show's about competitive badminton, and these girls are really good. I mean, they're really freaking good. I always used to think that badminton was kind of like a slow-paced sport. These girls do not play this sport that way. They're moving, they're dodging, they're hitting this thing. Man, this show is crazy. You see the sweat fall off their freaking their legs and their arms. The character designs in this shows are really good. I gotta look into who did the animation, who produced this anime, because I honestly don't know. I gotta check it. They sometimes they involved side characters. I'm pretty sure Ayano has a best friend. Her name is Erina. She's been with her since the beginning. And the reason why I say that there's a lot of drama is because the 2 main characters are traumatized by certain things. Ayano's traumatized by the fact that her mother left her when she was young for reasons that are not yet explained. She used to be a professional badminton player as well. Nagisa is very, very driven to be the best that she can and take her team to nationals and stuff like that. Like I said, they remind me of Hanada and Kageyama from Haikyuu. Really, really good show. If you're into sports anime, I think you should check this one out. So, now that we're done with 2, we're on to the third one. The third one is a treat. Like I said, it's another treat. Chiyo's School Road. When I first heard of Chiyo's School Road, I was like, what the heck? This can't exist as a concept for an anime, but it does. Basically, this girl, her name is Chiyo. I believe she's an avid gamer. At the beginning of almost every episode, you see the situation that she gets herself in the night before school starts. She's just playing video games on the internet, sometimes with foreigners. And basically, the whole entire episode is her trying to get to school. She gets into crazy situations where she meets a biker and is right outside her house on her way to school, and she's trying to go past his motorcycle, but she burns her leg on the muffler, and then she accidentally knocks him out with his elbow when she goes to call for help, and then people just start running. Or the path to her school is blocked by this construction like bulldozer, so she starts climbing on top of houses to get to her school. And on the way to school, there's this guy who, for some reason, every time he wakes up, he like brushes his teeth outside the window, and all the spit and like saliva is like falling on her face, and she's trying not to move so she doesn't get noticed by this man, because why would she be on the rooftops outside of his window? It's crazy. It's crazy. This show reminds me so much of Nichijou, Chio, and her friends as well. Also, the thing I like about Chio, she has this like internal dialogue with herself about like what she should do in certain situations. It's really humorous, because like sometimes I do that myself. Like, I'm not sure if I should do this or not. Let me think about what's gonna happen, what might happen. You know, how will they react? And then she like has these special moves. It's great. It's really great. If you're looking for a comedy, you know, this summer season, and you still haven't checked out Chio's School Road, bro, what are you doing? You gotta check it out. And the fourth one, it's a little bit of a darker tone, but it's honestly my favorite new anime for this season, and it's called Angels of Death. Angels of Death is a very, very interesting show. It starts off with this girl named Rachel. We don't know exactly why she's in this position, but she's in this position. She's trying to see somebody for help because she's in stress for something that happened to her between her and her parents, and it seems like they're locked inside this hospital, or what seems like a hospital. It's basically this giant building with several different floors to it, and every single floor has a different person that's trying to kill her. In the first floor, she meets someone called Zach, and ever since she meets Zach, Zach tries to kill her, and then until he realizes that like she's not worth killing, because like the look she has on her eyes doesn't really excite him, doesn't really motivate him to try to kill her. It's kind of messed up, but like basically he needs to feel like you have a reason to live, and like you're gonna struggle for him to try to kill you, and she doesn't have that. So they start working together to leave the hospital, and along the way Zach promises Rachel that, you know, he'll kill her because that's what she wants. She wants to die. We don't exactly know why yet, but she wants to die. So they promise each other, you know, this thing, and they're just going through this hospital, this building, trying to live. Through every single level, they find a new person that they need to fight, and it's really interesting. It really is. I like the relationship, the dynamic between Rachel and Zach, and just the explanations for why they do what they do. Later on, you find a little bit more about both of them, but the show is still very mysterious. There's not too much horror anime out there, to be honest with you, that I find that I like, and I'm really liking Angels of Death. I'm really liking it. And the last one is, I don't know if I'm gonna keep watching it, to be honest with you. I put it on the list as a joke because it seemed interesting. It reminds me of Overlord, which is, you know, ironic because that's also on my honorable mentions. Overlord 3 spoilers. It's how to not summon a demon lord. And the reason why it reminds me of Overlord is because basically this guy who plays a lot of video games, he plays, you know, MMORPGs, he gets sucked into this fantasy world, you know, big whoop, you know, another isekai show, you know, drawn into a different world. His name is Diablo. He's basically, you know, this guy who's super strong, stronger than everyone else in the world. He says he's like level 150, but everyone else is around like level 30, level 50. And he gets summoned by these two girls named Rem, and I'm gonna call her Shira. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce her name, but she's an elf. One's like a cat girl, and one's like an elf girl. They have their attributes that would draw people to them to like them. And it's just basically an episodic journey of him being with them. He's trying to help Rem, the girl with the black hair. He's trying to help her to get some kind of demonic evil power out of her. It's called like some other demon lord that's inside of her. Honestly, the story is pretty, you know, non-existent. Like, I don't know exactly where this show is trying to go with its story. Diablo's just messing around with these two girls, trying to protect them for who knows what. The show is basically just, you know, there for fan service, to be honest with you. I watched 3 episodes and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep watching this show. Probably already dropped it. But it was interesting at first. You got another girl named Rem. So there's that. Okay, so my honorable mentions are My Hero Academia. You guys know how I love My Hero Academia. It's on this 3rd season. I do reviews for it every Saturday when it comes out, or sometimes Sunday if I'm busy. I can't get it out Saturday. If you have not checked out, if you have not heard about My Hero Academia, you need to watch that show. You need to watch that show right now. Like you need to stop. You literally need to stop whatever you're doing and just watch the show. Trust me, it's amazing. And my second one is Attack on Titan Season 3. Oh my gosh, Attack on Titan Season 3. Just listen to this intro, man. Listen to it. The intro is totally different in tone. It's a total shift from what you normally hear on Attack on Titan. It focuses more on Mikasa, Eren, and Armin for some reason. Not quite sure yet, but it changed. It feels like the tone of the show has changed from mainly humans battling Titans to humans battling other humans, and they're starting to uncover a lot of secrets, like who Historia really is. And I'm not trying to spoil anything that's going on right now. This is just the first episode, but if you watch Attack on Titan, or if you read Attack on Titan, this is worth checking out. Sorry that you had to wait 4 years for the 2nd season, but the 3rd season came like that. It came super quick, so there's that. And then I already mentioned it, Overlord Season 3. Oh my gosh, if there's one opening this season that I just fell in love with straight off, right off the bat, it's Overlord. The opening for Overlord is freaking amazing, bro. It's freaking amazing. The ending's not too bad too, but especially the opening, it's great. It's so hard to explain why I love Overlord, but ever since I watched the 1st season, I thought there was never going to be a 2nd season. And then the 2nd season came, and then the 3rd season came. It's like, bro, the only problem that I have with Overlord is that I don't exactly know where the story is going, because even though the main characters that we follow is Ainzel Gun, right? Ainzel Gun and his heroes that he has with him, Albadeo and the vampire girl, and all his crew basically that he's got there with him in his castle. We don't know what they're trying to do. We don't know what their goal is. World domination. I don't know. But it's such a great show. I might do reviews on it later. I don't know. I'm enjoying it a lot. For now, I'm just gonna say that it's on my honorable mentions. You got My Hero, Attack on Titan, and Overlord. I'm watching those for sure. And that's about it. That's what I'm watching this season. I'll make another one of these videos once the fall season starts, a lot earlier obviously than this one. But let me know what you guys are watching. Let me know what you guys like. Is anything I'm watching on your list? Let me know. Let me know what you're hyped for and what you're excited for. Even if it's not something that you're watching, maybe it's something that you're reading. I'm trying to read more too. A video is gonna go up soon about this new manga that I bought and the reason why I bought it. But anyway, guys, I'm so happy to make this video. Let me know what you guys thought of this. If you want more, just be asking questions about what you watch. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm so excited to see where all these shows go. I might do a Should You Watch on some of them too. Alright. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.